Hello, everyone. Hi, Unlimited Wisdom family and community. I love you. I love you. It's here's for another daily wisdom. And I want to welcome my lovely wife, Terry, and Matthew, of course, Shelly, Deborah, Star, Melody, Lisa Marie, Michael, and Angela. I always assume she's back there somewhere. Coach Bob, Sandy, Deborah Grady, Jim, and the hostess with the mostest, Craig Jackman. Welcome, everyone. So, the subject for today is very, very simple. It's what are you excited about? What are you excited about? How many people know that if I say, listen, tell me what you're excited about, and your answer is like bah humbug, how many people immediately know we got a little problem, right? So there's a saying that I've always said that if people will move forward, if they have something to move forward, have something to look forward to. And when I first heard this years ago, and I mean, honestly, it was like probably 38 years ago, that they did a study and they found out that people are more excited into planning a 2 week vacation than the rest of their life. So think about if you made a decision to go on a vacation, or if you just decided to go to a weekend someplace. How much thought, enthusiasm, excitement, and planning goes in to doing that? Isn't it amazing? If you're like my wife, it's like as soon as we got a date that we're going someplace, she's packing. She's packing. She goes out and makes sure. A lot of times I might not go with her, especially if she's with Ezra or Kyle won't. So she'll go and make sure that her mom's all stocked up, that me and Kyle are all stacked up. She's just a super preparer and getting everything taken care of. But she does it with a little more pep in her step. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Because she's excited about an experience of getting out there and spending time with Ezra, her grandson. So, Coach Bob is saying my wife is like that. So when you get up every day, if you don't have anything to look forward to, how many people think that pretty much sets the pace of your day? And it was interesting because for me, purposely, I realized that I'm always excited about something. You know what I mean? I'm excited about the Indy race happening and Washington D.C. Prior to that, I was excited about the 250 fight. Matt was nice enough to do that post for me. I actually took it down, but because I found out that 50% of the people on the planet don't like America. So I just said I don't need to pull that out of them. I never expected that to be a political post. I normally don't post political, so celebrating America is not a good deal. Isn't that crazy? And I seen a thing even on local news where they were going, you realize all these people from Japan and Europe and all over the world are traveling to the United States. And it shows all the social posts that they're posting on how amazing they believe America is, how beautiful this country is, how polite people are. They're excited about going to Buc-ee's. They're excited about going to Walmart. They're excited about going to Costco. And they look at everything that America is. And I just want to be a part of the group that is full of gratefulness and excited about looking forward instead of listening to a bunch of people that tell me how much this country sucks. So that not meaning political, but if every day you got up and you hated who you were, you hated where you lived, you hated what was going on, and we all know one thing, whether you believe this or not. Does any one of you believe that sometimes we can be influenced by our environment? Right? I posted something with Terry today, and it was really, really funny. And, everyone's worried about AI taking your job, right? And so someone posted this. I don't know if it was Matt, but it shows a robot with its legs crossed and the robot's scrolling. The robot's doing doom scrolling. And it's like, yeah, you guys now can be worried about robots actually taking your job because now the robots are doing the doom scrolling for you. And
I said he should have been on the toilet.
should have been sitting on the toilet. But where this came about is I do realize that, and some of you got to believe this. Some of you probably still do not believe that you can change your state of mind, that you can instantly change your state of mind by listening to a song or reading a passage or doing something that changes who you are and what's going on in your life. And as long as you feel like you can't do that, then you're sort of in trouble, right? So I watched this guy. I don't remember his last name, but he's got a podcast, and he was doing it with Shaquille O'Neal. His name is Craig. I think he's on the Today Show.
Craig Nelson?
Yeah. Oh, I think yeah. And what he asked Shaq in the closing questions is he says, "What's something you haven't accomplished yet? What is something that you still want to pull off that you think would be amazing?" And how many people do you guys believe would go, I don't even, it's like, yeah, what I'm looking to pull off is not getting kicked out of my home. That's something that I don't want to get my electricity cut off. I hope they don't repossess my car. You know what I mean? It's like, those are not things that you should be looking forward to. They need to be a little more up there, right? And so I even brought this up to Terry, and classic Terry, she didn't, I don't think you gave me an answer, did you?
I don't remember. Menopause, everybody. Welcome.
Welcome to the what?
Menopause.
Oh.
Just like that.
Yeah. And so, I know if she focused on it, she would probably think of a lot of things that we could do. Ezra's almost one.
Dishes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what she said. I said, Matt can create these incredible images that you can post. What should we show you doing? And she said the dishes. How many of you would be inspired by that by that AI? That's my wife. That I get to live with her, and it's wonderful. It's like so. The whole point the whole point of this is each and every day. If you don't spend a small amount of time imagining that of something that you're looking forward to, it's never going to happen.
Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. There he waves.
Sweet. Hello. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hello.
Okay,
Grandma.
Okay, sorry everyone, but like Terry said, sorry, not sorry. All right, but the whole concept again is what are you excited about? And if you're not excited about something, get excited about something. Because here's the thing that I really want to get across to you in this situation is imagination is still and always will be more powerful than knowledge. And so once you get a little thing of imagination, I was sharing with Terry, we all need to be reminded, is that each and every day you have to imagine something that you're looking forward to, that you're excited about, and sort of let everything come into play, because you will attract the resources, the money, and the people that you need to make whatever you want to make happen. You'll do it. If you're not imagining, if you're not looking forward to something, then you're just a neutral. But here's what no one wants to hear because it's not pleasant to hear. We're never in neutral. Never, ever, ever are you in neutral. Things are getting worse or they're getting gooder. One or the other. So if you think that you're staying in neutral, you're not, because slow but sure, things are just getting a little worse and a little worse and a little worse. And I think that the world has to really be brutally honest about what they're excited to do. Because I was sharing this with yesterday, my wife and Kyle and I were all having a great discussion. And I look at my youngest son, and he still hasn't figured out what he wants to do with his life. And he'll be on the 7th, he'll be 33.
Yeah.
And July 7th. And so he's looking at me and he's going, so what do you think I should be doing? And I go, you should be doing what makes you happy. I go, when are you unhappy? And he goes, well, every once in a while, I feel like when I'm doing what I do, which is playing video games, he feels like he gets in an unlucky phase where one thing happens to him, then another, and he just believes that, wow, I'm in this little slump thing where, I'm unlucky. This ain't going right, or maybe he gets killed, or maybe he doesn't get this or whatever, but he gets in this little funk. And I go, do you think that you create it? And he went, I don't know. And I'm going, what if you did? Because a lot of people don't realize, it's like a lot of people believe in luck. And then I've been told my entire life, like I'm one of those people, Midas with the golden touch. It's like everything that I focus on, just works for me. I expect it to work for me. I expect to find the right people. Does that make sense to you guys? It's like, and so if you ask yourself how much time during each day are you in an excitement mood, state of mind, where you're excited and you're doing things to get prepared for this exciting thing happening? It's like I know Bob and his wife, they won a trip.
Yay!
You know what I mean? Are you excited to go on the trip, Bob? Are you going? Are you prepared? What happened? What just happened? But that's really, really important. That is so important. So I just thought, wow, what if? And Matt, I might have to share this separately because I know Matt's doing a bunch of things. But, I want to stretch your imagination. So I know very quickly, in a matter of, probably weeks, if not months, Fable 22 and all these other things are going to be able to create whatever your imagination says, right? And so here's something that I've always said to people. People go, hey, tell me something that you imagine that's way out there. And here's what I've imagined. I've imagined that, I'm standing up by the pearly gates. It's my story, so you guys can, just deal with it. I don't know what your beliefs are. But I'm standing by the pearly gates, and very simply, the voice says to me, what did you do in the years that I gave you to be able to go on to like the next level? And before I say anything, there's millions of people already up there and they start screaming, let him in. Let that guy in. Let that guy in. And so as soon as that happens, all I see myself doing is sort of crying and shrugging my shoulders. And he says, well done, good and faithful servant. Okay, so how many people think that's a pretty cool imagination? What's your imagination? Are some of you like going, see, I know I don't have a million people already up there that would say that. So that means that I got to go out and plant seeds each and every day and get people excited about them understanding how incredible a miracle they are. Even with you guys being my family and how much I love you, I still know that each and every one of you struggle with your belief of the way that your creator sees you. See, one, whether or not you believed in a creator, but a lot of you really don't get that you're unique, that you're loved, you're a miracle, that the creator doesn't look at you and he's upset. You see what I mean? It's like the way that Terry looks at Ezra, the way that Ezra makes her feel. Don't you guys think that you should be in that state all the time? I watch Sandy. You know, Sandy can be so focused on what I'm talking about or what we're talking about until she gets this notice that her grandkids are off the bus. And it's like it just immediately she just ignores me and everybody.
Peace out.
She's like, see ya. You know, to-do-do, dog do. She's out of here, right? And I know all of you should feel that way about someone or something. Because again, you won't move forward in life unless you have something to look forward to. So why don't you deserve that? And I do want to go on another really quick topic with that. Is wouldn't you guys all agree that everything's changing very, very quick? You know, I always got told that, you know, when you get older, things change very, very fast. Because of the way the world is, I remember people saying, I'm looking forward to celebrating being debt-free. I don't even think that's on people's list anymore. Because bottom line, who gives a shit? Do you guys understand? If you guys can pay your bills, wouldn't it be nice to be debt-free? But should it be before other things? You know, one of the discussions I was having with my son, Terry, and I was having with Kyle, is Kyle is like a monk. He's like a minimalist. He's like a super, super minimalist. And we've had a pretty extravagant lifestyle. So Kyle has lived in homes that when you get up and you look out the window, you're overlooking the ocean. Let that click in your head. Craig has been there. Melody has been there. And you get up and you look out over the ocean and you look over Newport Beach and you see all these sailboats in Newport Beach. You know, it's just Pelican Hill. It was just beautiful. And so Kyle said, now that we're making a transition, Kyle said, well, how much did it cost to live there? And I said, I don't know. It was like $25,000, $30,000 a month. And he's like, man, I bet you sure wish you had that money now. Because he's seen the places that we traveled, the homes that we lived in, the vehicles that we have. You know, he's looked at all this stuff and he's like, man, wouldn't you like all that millions of dollars, you know, in a bank account right now? And honestly, my first feeling, I didn't say this, but my first feeling was like, no. Because I know more is coming. And I enjoyed living that lifestyle.
Same.
I love that lifestyle.
Except for the bougie people at the grocery store. Their lips all puffed up and stuff. Wouldn't even donate $10 for a bag of groceries for somebody.
You just gotta move to Temecula now. The millionaires are cowboys here, so
Ooh,
that's
nice.
the difference.
Yeah. But instead of you trying to figure out what you think others would think that you should like, does that make sense? I think that some of you really, really got to touch with your heart and go, okay, if I could have anything, what is something that I'm excited about that I can move forward looking at? Because I believe a lot of people in this day and age say that they would like to make extra money. It's just not exciting to them. Because I'm the guy that's connected with people all the time. There used to be a time in history where I would say to people, listen, if I could show you how to double your income, would you be interested? And the answer is yes. Now, when I reach out to people and say, hey, can you do me a huge favor? Do you know anyone that needs to make extra money? And the answer is no. Even though it's weird what we're living in right now, I don't think that anybody's really excited about making some extra money.
I was gonna say I am, but I got big dreams.
I think you're looking to make a lot of money, Matt.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah, like an extreme amount, like an enormous amount, like an obsessive, too much amount.
And
Like
did
a
he just
people,
pee his
like
pants?
a people hate me just
No.
because they hate me amount.
Sorry, Matt.
No, it's okay. No, I just said I want a so much that people hate me because I have it. That's
Perfect.
and I'm gonna help so many people with it.
Yeah, I agree, Matt. Because here's one thing that I know someone, I don't remember who said this, but it was someone that was really, really, really successful, like someone like Warren Buffett, but as someone on a local time, I believe that it was the owner of JP Morgan. And he goes, I just wish that people would understand that when you see people like Elon Musk making the money that he's making right now, that his core focus is not making money. The guy hasn't thought about money for years and years and years. So people used to always think that because they don't know how to think, they think that when people make, and it used to say this. Do you guys realize that people used to say Bill Gates money? Since SpaceX went public, listen to this. Since SpaceX went public, I think last Friday, that Elon Musk has made more money in that week, less than a week, than Warren Buffett and Bill Gates has made in their entire lives.
Well, that's what your reward is for betting on the future instead of the past.
Nice one. Yep.
It's
Good one, man.
So all these people that are supposed to be experts, don't you guys love these experts about everything? That's all you got to do is ask them. And everyone said, should you invest in SpaceX? And people said, well, the normally way that it goes is that the stock comes out, everyone gets excited about it. But then what it does is everyone does the pump and dump. And then what happens is you got to wait for it to be stable for 6 months. And then it should go on a consistent small percentage upraise. And you got people that are worth billions of dollars that are going, and you guys are idiots. There's not a person on the planet that says if you look at Tesla's stock, do you think that you could have bought as many shares of stock at Tesla when you could? Because now you would be worth millions of dollars just like the employees. So you got multi-billionaires that are buying billion-dollar hunks of SpaceX stock.
Wow.
All right. What? Oh, he's got to go.
It's his nap time, so say
Okay.
bye-bye, Ezra.
Bye-bye. Did you see it? So, not to talk anything about Elon Musk, but if we really look at what's happening to the world, it's like the world is like doing some weird stuff. Terry listens to these audios at night, and it's just these affirmations, and it's like, you can easily see that there's people on the planet that are getting wealthier faster than ever before. So I'd rather be the group that's trying to figure out what they're doing and focus on what they're focused on instead of complaining about those people making more money. It's like it just doesn't make any sense to me. So of course I learned this from one of my mentors when I first met him, is he's like, listen, if 1% of the people on the planet know how to make millions of dollars with Monopoly, why don't you learn from them on how to play Monopoly? Because, you don't want to be one of those people that's like, hey, let's play Monopoly. And Jim raises his hand and goes, I'm playing. And I'm going, I'm not playing with Jim. And people go, why? Because he buys everything and he takes everyone's money. I'm not playing if Jim's playing. You know what I mean? That's exactly what's going on in the world right now. Is people go, I don't want to play because there's people that are figuring out the game and they're doing really good in the game, and I don't want to play because they're really good at the game. That's stupid, isn't it? All right. So A, figure out something you can be excited about. Like the strangest secret in the world. You become what you think about the most. So every day, if you're worried, that's the lifestyle you got. So figure out something you can get excited about, something that you're looking forward to. And don't think about how you're going to make that happen. Catch that? See, people say, all right, so this is the thought that I have. This is the imagination I have. And then what they do is they mess up and start making plans on how they're going to figure out how to make it happen instead of allowing the creator to help you make it happen. How many people think Post-it Pilot's a pretty cool thing? Okay? It's getting gooder and gooder. Do you guys realize that all started by Terry having imagination, and then all of a sudden she checks her email and yells to me downstairs, hey, what about Eric and Paul? I call Eric and Paul. I put them on a Telegram with Matt. And all I did is I went in there and I go, hey, Eric and Paul, here's the imagination. I'll give you guys the same imagination I gave Eric and Paul. I said, Eric and Paul, instead of you consistently looking every 60 or 90 days for an opportunity to make a lot of money with an affiliate program, what if you could tell Matthew the exact thing that you would like to market for the rest of your life? That's all I said to Eric and Paul. Can you come up with something, share with my son, of something that you guys could have where you guys could be affiliates for one thing for the rest of your life? And Eric and Paul and Matt started doing a mastermind, and then we got Posting Pilot. But not only Posting Pilot, because one idea led to another, that led to another, that led to another, that led to another, that led to another. And now Eric and Paul has introduced Matt to other people that are going like, well, I sort of like Posting Pilot, but I also would like to do what you're doing. Like Coach Bob. It's like, listen, I just, can I have the computers and you show me how to network them all together so I don't need somebody to create a logo and someone to create a video and someone to create a website and someone to create a capture page and somebody to hook that to a shopping cart? Can you put together my own blue so I can talk to it and create all that myself? Some of you guys know people like that. Some of you know people like that, and they got money. You could introduce them to Matt, and Matt can say, listen, I can create this for you.
Well, like I said to you guys bring me work, I'll pay you 35% of whatever the commission is. If it's a big business and I'm doing a lot of AI work for them now, like if it's 30 grand, you're still getting 35% of 30 grand. That's life-changing money for some people. and it's just finding one business that I could really help or build with some of the stuff that we've seen here. And so like I extend that opportunity to all of you guys only because I don't want you to have to learn the tools. You just have to talk about how great they are and already the way you feel about them, and then send them to hollisorganization.com and let them look over what we built. And I have a document too of available stuff that I do, work stuff
Awesome.
that has like 10 separate options and things like that. Paul and Eric wanted it because now that I've got the whole bot network set up with Michael, and we're going to keep adding on to that over and over again and grow the company. The goal now is to pull in as many clients and businesses as possible outside of Posting Pilot. And so that's their number one job now, is to go out and get those people.
Right.
And so I'm booked up on Zooms again. But like I said, I'm not gonna. Like I shared with you guys, I'm not gonna let the when Fable comes back, I'm not gonna miss that window. I need like 30 grand, so I'll go get it.
I'll get on FootFinder.
No, you don't have to do that. Like, how did you build your whole company? Well, it wasn't going well, and then my mom got on Feet Finder, and then that's what really blew it up.
Eating spaghetti and stuff. It's weird, but
Oh my God. So now we know what Terry's excited about. So it's like so anyway, thank you, Matt, for sharing that. I love each and every one of you. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's daily wisdom. But did that help you? You know, every time I think about, coming up on the year anniversary of Unlimited Wisdom, I keep thinking about the stuff that I say to brand new people. And then I go, why can't I remind the people that have been around me a long time? So when a brand new person reaches out to me and they go, I need help. And I go, awesome. Tell me what you're excited about. And they're like, what? I said, tell me what you're really excited about. Wow. See, I replaced that with something I used to say to people is like, tell me what you want. But now what I know when I say that to people, people tell me what they want is what they know that other people say they should want. That's why I changed it. It's like people, well, I want a better job. I want to be able, I want to be out of debt. I want a new home. It's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. And you know why I know you don't? Because you're not doing anything. I just asked you if you're excited, and you don't even know why you're not excited. All right? So I love you guys. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you, Star, Dustin, Shelley, Deborah Bronner, Melody, Lisa Marie, Mary, Sarah, Michael and Angela, Coach Bob, Sandy, Deborah. I sure love you guys. Matt, Ezra, my lovely wife, Terry, Deborah, Grady, and Coach Hostess with the mostest. So love you guys. See you tomorrow.